Hey Jesper, so you had a couple of questions about okay, so the canvas constructor. So and how this works. So I guess the best way to explain that is if we go back and look at the clock display. There's a section here on multiple constructors, and we had the two constructors for a clock display. Let me bring this one up. So what we had there was two different constructors doing very similar work. And actually, if you look at set time actually calls update display. So everything that's being done in this constructor also gets done in this one. And this notation is basically a way of cutting down on redundant code. So if you were doing regular methods and you had two methods with the same name, you could just call the other method with the variable. So let's see, this is saying hour and minute. So I guess do we have default values for hour and minute? Hours equals that. Update display. How does it know what hour? Oh, hours display value. Oh, I see, because we're setting the hours there. So it looks like there's a default number of hours. Where in the heck is that? If we go to oh, I see. If maybe it's in the actual number displays. Alright, so it looks like there's a default value of 0 here. So you could actually, I think the way I would do this is just like I said, to save up on redundancy, is since the default values for hours and minutes is 0, you could actually do so like I said, if you were doing regular, if this was like a regular method, you could do maybe something like, the way to think about it would be maybe do something like this, and then you're calling the other method with default values. But if you try to compile this, it won't work, because constructors are special animals, right? They don't have return values. You need to use the new in front of them to create them and stuff like that. So the notation that's used in Java is this. All right. So the idea is, again, to save on redundancy. So you look at, like, I think I have a you can go, I'll send you this link too. Like this is kind of my take on these things. If you have if you want to have multiple constructors with default values and stuff like that, then you should use this. It's good form to use this to call the other ones. So it's a different notation. So notice this that we're using here, it's not a dot notation. It's an actual method. Okay, but it's a way of, so it's just a way of overloading the constructor, right? Without, like I said, normally you can't just write a constructor name all by itself and have that be a method. So it's a way, it's a method that basically says, call the other constructor. So this one where it says this null, that's going to call this constructor, because this constructor has one input, or one parameter. Okay, and then this one has two parameters, so it's going to call this guy. All right, so I'll send you this this link too. And then the other question was, Do I expect you to figure out change position method by yourselves? In general, my expectation is that you're going to try your best on these, and if you have questions, you'll send me the questions. So, some people, there's usually something that trips everybody up, but it's usually not the same thing for any two people. So, I don't expect everybody to get everything. It's a challenging course, and like I said, if you ask a question and you need some help, then that's what I'm here for. So yeah, so it looks like you're doing a good job. Let me know if you have any other questions. I hope that helped.